A few blocks from the United Nations headquarters, migrants enter and leave this New York hotel, which has been converted into a shelter. Omar Zambrano from Venezuela is one of them. Here he sleeps with his wife and his 2 daughters. And New York is the last stop on a long journey.
Mexico, Panama, Costa Rica, many places.
Last year, at least 250,000 migrants roughly followed Zambrano's journey from South America to the U.S., creating a migrant crisis in the Western Hemisphere that has alarmed UN officials.
It's not easy, but I think this can be resolved. It just takes a little effort.
According to city officials, about 10,000 migrants arrive in New York City each month. Mayor Eric Adams appealed for help from world leaders at the United Nations General Assembly session this week.
National and global leaders must come together and solve this issue because it's unfair to the migrant and asylum seekers, it's unfair to the residents of these municipalities, and it's unfair to our future.
New York City wouldn't be under this pressure if...
The White House says New York wouldn't be facing this crisis were it not for Republican border states governors such as Texas' Greg Abbott, who has sent thousands of migrants to major cities in Democratic states, with buses stopping in New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, and other cities.
We understand that there's pressure being applied there. We're going to continue to do everything we can, as I've said many times before, to improve legal pathways into the country and to shore up our border security efforts at the border to dissuade illegal immigrants from coming in.
Abbott has promised to continue sending migrants to New York, viewing it as a short-term solution to the challenges the overwhelming influx of migrants pose to border cities. At the UN General Assembly this week, Colombia President Gustavo Petro said the migration crisis was a worldwide problem. He linked mass migration in part to climate change and urged nations to address the issue.
Today, there are tens of millions. Tomorrow, according to experts, by 2070, the figure will have reached 3 billion, fleeing from their beloved homes, because these homes will be uninhabitable.
Zambrano hopes the UN meeting might lead to action, not just more speeches.
Open doors in different countries, but for people who really want to work.
Meanwhile, the migrants who are living the crisis and the leaders with the power to solve it spend another night in the big city. For Jorge Agobian in New York City, Aline Barros, VOA News, Washington.
On behalf of the General Assembly,